a great many of the changes that take place, the massive changes that take place in the crust over time, is due to plate tectonics. Let's say this is the Earth.
Ooh, good job. Well, it's a good circle.
There. So,
My dad is a great artist.
we have, we're going to call it just, we're going to keep it down to 3 layers just for our purpose. The Earth has a core. And the Earth has a very thin layer of crust. All around the outside.
That leads to magma.
Okay, very
That's
good.
what we are.
So we've got a core, and we've got the mantle, and
Oh my
the
God.
crust. Now, the crust
I should have said
is
that.
broken up into different plates called tectonic plates. And over time, these plates move. And the reason why they move is convection in the mantle. What happens when the air gets hot? Does it move?
It rises.
It rises because hot air is lighter because it expands, takes up more volume. And so there are currents in the mantle.
It's heating up the air, making
It's,
it
the mantle
go
is fluid, really hot molten material, and it moves. When it gets really hot, it rises, and then it,
goes
as it
into our
cools,
volcanoes,
and it's
and
a
erupts.
convection current.
into lava.
And those currents move the plates of the crust. It just happens very, very slowly.
I know how to
So it
spell
takes a
that.
great many
I
years
just remembered how to.
for plates to move. But the movement of these plates together is what causes earthquakes, which creates volcanoes. It pushes mountains up. So a great many of the changes that take place, the massive changes that take place in the crust over time, is due to plate tectonics, the movements of these plates from the currents that happen in the mantle. And we're going to try to demonstrate it with this pan of water using these 2 sponges. I've got 2 sponges here. One of them kind of sort of looks like South America, and one of them kind of sort of looks like
North America.
Africa. And if you look on the maps, you kind of see where South America and Africa kind of look like they sort of fit together, don't they? We're going to say that these 2 plates are floating on the mantle, and I'm going to heat up the water
You bumped it.
using these candles. I'm going to move these candles under here. I don't know.
Carefully.
Quite enough. And then when it heats up that one spot
It shouldn't.
in the water, it should create currents.
And it should move it apart.
It should do what, Rico?
Move it apart.
Move it apart. Right.
Nobody
Heat
knew.
should cause the water to rise and spread and push the continents away.
It's moving apart. It's doing it.
Okay, it's moving apart. Yes.
It's doing it. It should happen right now because the paper clip's gonna let it float away. Float away. Yes, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch. It got stuck right in the middle. Oh. No, please don't drift over that way. Dang it, got stuck right in the middle.
Well, actually, I think it's pushing both continents from the middle because the heat's coming up the middle and spreading out, and I think it's pressing both of these this way.
That's practically what
So
it
it's
does.
spreading it there and pushing them both that way.
Oh, there's a bubble in the middle. See?
Yeah, and so when
That's awesome.
it gets to where it can't go anymore, but that's how the heat coming up is pushing the continents
That's so funny.
away. This is where we're going to match the answers to the statement. Okay. Here are all the answers on the bottom. Here are all the statements up here. We're going to go through them and explain each one. Okay, the shaking that results from the movement of rock beneath the Earth's surface is... Earthquakes are caused when tectonic plates move against each other. That's where earthquakes come from. A break in the body of rock along which one block slides relative to another is called a weak spot in the crust where magma has come to the surface.
Volcano.
Very good. A major belt of volcanoes that rim the Pacific Ocean. So here we have
I don't know where
the Pacific Ocean, and there are volcanoes all along. Ring of Fire. Ring of Fire is number 4. A plate boundary where two plates move away from each other. It is a divergent boundary. So where two plates move away from each other is called a divergent boundary, number 5. Okay, now this one I think one of you can guess. A plate boundary where two plates move towards each other.
Deep ocean trenches.
Right! Excellent job, Lena. Convergent boundary, number 11. So a section of the lithosphere that slowly moves over the asthenosphere, carrying pieces of continental and oceanic crust.
Plate.
Plate.
So 1.
Plate is 1. Next question. A trace of an ancient organism that has been served
Fossil.
Everybody knows that one. Number 6. A great landmass surrounded by ocean.
Continent.
Long curved valleys that are found along the edges of some ocean basins. Deep ocean trenches.
Oh, you're right.
Features found at divergent boundaries. Mid-Atlantic Ridge is the largest basaltic magma common. That is mid-ocean ridges. 7. The process by which molten material adds new oceanic crust to the ocean floor.
Seafloor spreading.
Seafloor spreading. 8.